Welcome to Booking Koala. In this video, we will discuss how to find and hire employees for your mobile car wash business. As you are beginning your mobile car wash business, you may find that you have more clients than you can handle on your own. You may decide that it's time for you to hire employees, but where should you begin? Luckily, finding great employees for your mobile car wash business is a simple process. Since your applicant for the position does not need to have any particular degrees or certifications, your options for recruiting employees can be focused more on hiring from within your local community, as that approach will be the most cost-effective yet fruitful. First, you will need to create a simple summary of the job description and requirements. Next, despite focusing mainly on local recruitment, it's always a good idea to list your job opening on the world's #1 job board, Indeed. Once you have posted your listing to Indeed, you can post your job using Facebook Create Job feature. Finally, use local apartment community boards by posting your job ad and contact information in various local communities. Once you have received a minimum of 10 promising applications, you should schedule an interview with the top candidates and choose the best candidate based on a select set of qualifications. Develop a job description. The most essential element to finding and hiring employees for your mobile car wash business is developing a job description. If you have no idea what you're looking for, how can you find it? Creating a solid job description is vital to finding and hiring employees for several different reasons. The first reason is the connection between your job description and the likelihood of applicants to accept the job offer or stay once the job offer has been accepted. Suppose you present a job description that is misleading or misrepresentative of what tasks the employees will be responsible for. In that case, you will likely miss out on good candidates, or the candidates who do accept the job offer will quickly find employment elsewhere upon the realization that the actual job functions do not mirror what was represented in the job posting. Candidates prefer transparency from the beginning. No one wants to begin a relationship based on smoke and mirrors, so it's imperative that you are clear and upfront in your job description. While your goal is not to completely deter anyone from applying for the position, you do want to ensure you're painting an accurate picture of the typical duties the employee will be responsible for completing. When creating your job description, include the basics, such as daily tasks completed with every service. For example, you may want to advise the employee will be responsible for detailing the interior and exterior of small to large size personal and commercial automobiles. Interior detailing includes, but is not limited to, vacuuming car interior and dusting air vents, wiping all hard surfaces, and providing a spot-free window clean. You can be detailed in your description, but be careful not to present so much detail that the posting becomes overwhelming for the candidate. This could result in loss of interest of applicants before an application has even been submitted. Be sure to specify that you're willing to train in areas of weakness if you would be open to it. Once you have a draft created, take the time to proofread and edit your description for clarity and grammatical errors. Post your job ad to Indeed. Once you have created a complete job description, you will want to take advantage of the opportunity to post your job ad to Indeed's website, which is viewed worldwide. Posting to Indeed is an excellent way to gain applicants, but be sure not to allow the number of applications received to become overwhelming, as you're likely to receive a high amount of traffic from your Indeed job posting. Applications can come in quickly, so keep an eye on your inbox as the numbers can quickly multiply. Posting to Indeed is a quick and easy process. On Indeed's website, click the Post a Job button to begin posting your job ad to Indeed. The first screen will prompt you to share essential details regarding the position. Here, you should be sure to include the pay range, work schedule, include benefits, and location. In the job detail section, you will also want to have listed whether this will be a full-time opportunity or a part-time opportunity. Next, you will enter the job description that you recently created. Indeed offers free templates that you can use. You can also create your own from scratch to use instead. Some suggestions for your job description include beginning with any required qualifications. For example, you may want to start your description with the following: Candidate must be punctual and very detail-oriented. Since you likely do not have any specific certifications required for your employee, you can list the qualities and traits you seek in the ideal candidate. Your description should also be broken into small, easy-to-read paragraphs written with a positive tone and in layman's terms. You can choose to post your job for free, or you can choose what is known as a sponsored job. Sponsoring does require a fee based on how many times an applicant interacts with your job post. This is a good pricing model because you are only paying for those who actually engage with your content. The good thing to remember with Indeed is that if you begin to accumulate several applications and you want to take time to review them, you can pause your job ad at any time. Submit your job ad to Facebook. Just about everyone has heard of or has used Facebook at some point in time. The popularity of the social media platform is virtually unmatched, and Facebook has illustrated its intent to grow as it acquired both Instagram and WhatsApp. Because of the continuous popularity of the social media networking site, Facebook is the perfect place to share your job posting. By posting to Facebook's job board, you will be able to find local candidates quickly and with no fee. Using Facebook to share your job advertisement will assist in finding and hiring employees for your mobile cleaning business because it will connect you to real local people quickly who are likely to engage with you directly regarding your job opening. You can soon become familiar with candidates, and through the platform's messaging option, you can even conduct video calls with your prospective candidates. Since most individuals spend a large portion of their day using social media already, it's no surprise that many also use the platform to search for employment opportunities. This also can assist you in finding an employee who is truly local to your community. Facebook is also an excellent option for posting your job ad due to the timeliness of applicant responses. With Indeed, communication is done via email, which most people do not have coming directly to their phone, continuously notifying them with each new email. However, most people have their Facebook notifications set to always on, so the connection to applicants is essentially a quicker, more streamlined process than reaching out via email to prospective applicants. Share your job ad on apartment complex community boards. To further assist you with finding and hiring employees for your mobile car wash business, you should share your job ad on apartment complex community boards within your local community. As a mobile car wash business, you likely have a set radius regarding how far you travel to a client. If you hire an employee, you will probably prefer to have someone who lives closer to your location since they'll be required to commute daily. By sharing your job ad on apartment complex community boards, you make it possible for local individuals to apply and be considered for the position. Having local applicants who are familiar with the area can be helpful because those individuals will be accustomed to the expectation of quality from their peers, knowing that they are servicing their community directly. Those who are direct members of the local community may be better suited for the position. Before posting your flyer to an apartment complex community board, be sure to confirm with the leasing office at the location that it's okay for you to post to their board. Some communities only allow postings from their own residents. When you post your job ad on local apartment complex boards, there are several ways in which you can provide your business contact information for an interested candidate to apply. If you prefer to attack it old school style, you can provide detachable slips at the bottom of your flyer to allow interested individuals to take one that contains the link to your Indeed posting. Alternatively, you can use a QR code generator to create a QR code that interested applicants can scan to take them directly to your application page on Indeed or Facebook. Since everyone is not tech savvy, it's best to just use both methods to not exclude any potential candidates simply because they cannot scan the QR code. Try to find a minimum of 5 different apartment complex community boards to share your job ad with. This sends a somewhat narrow net out that will increase the number of local candidates you're reaching. Interviewing prospective employees. Once you have garnered at least 10 complete applications, you should pause your postings where possible and review each of the applications received. Reviewing applications can quickly become an overwhelming process. Be sure to set aside no more than 15 applications for review. If you go too far past that, the process begins to feel a bit muddled and it's easy to get bogged down, hampering your decision-making skills. Choosing which employees to interview is crucial in finding and hiring employees for your mobile car wash business. Though an application only provides a quick snapshot of an applicant, this is your opportunity to separate the top 5 candidates you desire to bring in for in-person interviews. If you feel you have identified more than 5 strong candidates, you may want to add in a step and reach out to candidates for quick phone interviews to narrow down your candidate list. When you have chosen the top 5 candidates, you may be wondering what happens during an interview. Even if you have never led an interview before, you likely have at the very least been a participant. Perhaps it was an interview in which you were the interviewee. Thinking back to that experience, you can begin to pull tips and hints to implement during your interview process. The most important step is developing baseline questions. It will be up to you to determine the direction you want the interview to flow. Do you prefer to ask open-ended questions and allow the applicant to somewhat lead the interview? Or would you rather ask questions with direct answers for which you are looking for specific responses from the candidate? Once you have decided what format of questioning you want to use during the interview, you will need to develop a set of baseline questions. You may not be interested in writing out every single question, but you will see once the interview begins that having your questions pre-written will assist in the interview flowing more smoothly, and it will assist you with keeping your thoughts and notes organized between each of the interviews. You may be looking for the applicant to speak on certain traits or ask leading questions that illustrate the individual's character traits. The interview process is solely determined by how you implement it. Be sure also to take legible notes during the interviews that can help you during the subsequent selection process. Following the interviews, you will need to review your notes and each of the interviewees' responses to the predetermined questions. Here, it may be a good idea to take your job description and compare your notes on each candidate to the requirements you have listed in the job description. How does each candidate measure up in terms of their likelihood of succeeding in the position as described? Choosing a final candidate is a complex process and is not to be taken lightly. Give yourself a few days to make the decision. Do not feel that the choice needs to be rushed or you risk jumping the gun and missing out on the best candidate for the position. Once you have made your decision, you can reach out to the candidate to extend an official offer of employment. Be sure to draft any necessary paperwork as required by state law concerning hiring a new employee. With all things considered, finding and hiring employees for your mobile car wash business can be achieved through a few easy-to-follow steps. First, be sure to have created an accurate job description so that a tone of transparency is set from the beginning and applicants can be confident they agree with the tasks required for the position. Here you have the opportunity to detail necessary tasks and functions for the position. Next, you will need to post your job ad to Indeed. Indeed allows job seekers to apply for many different positions and offers employers the opportunity to post their job ads for job seekers to view. Posting to Indeed can be done at no cost and allows you to give your job some searchable internet exposure. In addition to posting your job ad to Indeed's job board, you will also want to submit your job ad to Facebook's job board as well. Posting your job to Facebook's job board will provide exposure to local community applicants and increase the likelihood that an applicant will be a member of the local community and not be required to commute long distances for work every day. Many workers will initially agree to a long commute, but soon find they cannot handle the constant struggle of traffic and hours on the road each day. Finding a local candidate could be more conducive since you likely only provide services within a specific radius as a mobile car wash business. Finally, you can share your job ad with community boards and local apartment complexes. This is a way to get even more up close and personal to the members of your local community. This offers community members a direct opportunity to apply for the position. Though this is somewhat of a specialized niche that you're sharing your posting with, it will help you find and hire employees for your mobile car wash business because those applying will be a part of the community they are directly servicing. This means they are part of the community and exhibit a higher level of loyalty, meaning more extraordinary dedication and commitment to high service levels. Once you have narrowed down your applicant pool, you can perform the interviews and make your final selection based on your selected question set. Make your final decision a few days after the interview to ensure a clear, level-headed decision, and you have just hired your first employee for your mobile car wash business. Thank you for watching the video. All content was written and created by Booking Koala, the best platform to grow a service-type business. Take care, everyone.